Good morning, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the weekly commodity audiocast. I am Kainat Chainwala from Kotak Securities Commodities Research Desk. And like in every episode, we will explore the dynamics of commodity markets, examining the ongoing developments, and uncovering the latest trends. So let's get started. Last week, we saw a volatile trading environment as investors passed through various US economic data, which reinforced the expectation of a modest 25 bips rate cut by the Federal Reserve in September. The US dollar witnessed notable fluctuations, swinging between gains and losses before ultimately closing with a 1% uptick near the 101.8 mark. This appreciation was supported by moderating inflation figures, which hinted towards a modest rate cut in the September meeting. The US PCE index remained steady at 2.5% year on year for July, aligning with expectations, while the core PCE ticked slightly lower than forecasted at 2.6%. Consumer spending, which is a key driver of US economic growth, also showed resilience, increasing by 0.5% in July, signaling robust economic momentum early in the third quarter, following a strong 3% annualized growth rate in Q2. Despite this, the dollar closed the month of August 2% lower, while equity indices like S&P 500 and Dow Jones enjoyed a fourth consecutive monthly gain, buoyed by easing US recession concerns. Meanwhile, COMEX gold prices fell 0.5% over the week to close at rupees to close at $2,536 per ounce, retreating from a high of $2,560 per ounce on Friday. This can be attributed to cooling inflation and stronger than expected GDP growth, which diminished the likelihood of more aggressive monetary policy easing. Gold had earlier in the week surged to $2,564 per ounce due to a weaker dollar and safe haven buying. Also, COMEX silver dropped 2% to close the week below $30 per ounce, weighed down by a rebound in dollar and weakness in gold prices. Technically, on the daily chart, MCX Silver December futures has breached below its week-long rectangle consolidation support of rupees 85,509, asserting bearish dominance. In addition, RSI 14 has breached below its 50 level, hovering around 44.48 levels. So next support for the counter is placed at rupees 83,750, below which major support is placed at rupees 82,600. Moving on to base metals, LME base metals reversed early week gains amid growing doubts about China's ability to meet its 5% growth target for 2024. Nonetheless, metals ended the month of August on a positive note, supported by hopes of a soft landing in the US economy and increasing expectations of a Fed pivot. Oil markets experienced a sharp downturn as WTI crude prices fell below $74 per barrel, marking a weaker end to August. This decline was fueled by news of an anticipated output increase from OPEC Plus starting in October and demand concerns from top importer China. This overshadowed supply disruptions from Libya, which reported a 1.5 million barrel drop in output and a $120 million revenue loss due to force majeure, started this week. The interplay between potential drops in Libyan output and OPEC Plus supply adjustments will likely continue to drive oil price volatility this week. Technically, on the daily chart, MCX crude oil September witnessed resistance near its 200 period simple moving average, hovering around rupees 6496 dynamic resistance. Also, price has breached below its Bollinger Band mean, confirming weakness. So next support for the counter is placed at rupees 6000, below which the major support is placed at rupees 5850. Looking ahead, the upcoming US labor report will be a critical focal point. A weaker than expected jobs report could dampen market sentiment and escalate calls for a substantial 50 bips rate cut by the Fed. On the other hand, a better than expected report might not lead to significant changes in rate cut expectations, though it would be supportive for market confidence and as it dodges fears of a US recession. Additionally, metals and crude oil markets might face headwinds early this week as China's manufacturing PMI data released on Saturday showed that the PMI figures contracted for the fourth consecutive month in August, signaling persistent economic challenges and fueling call for new stimulus measures. So this week, all eyes will be on the US jobs report for hints on the Fed rate cut trajectory. So whether it actually remains at 25 bips or a week labor report pushes it to 50 bips is something that will be weighted keenly and cautiously by the markets. So, on that note, we end this session of Commodities Audiocast, and I hope that we've offered you valuable insights. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we eagerly anticipate your presence with us again next week. Until then, happy trading. Thank you so much.